All right, everyone, we have a special treat in front of us today. The new Happyrun G300 Pro. This has a 72 volt, 30 amp hour battery with over 6,000 watts to the rear hub motor. So without further ado, let's tear into this bad boy. At least this one had tape on it. Some carbon fiber. Some hydro dipped plastic is really what it is. Ooh, rear shock here on top. Looks like we have tire here at the front, hardware. Hey, the front fender, my favorite. It has these really hard plastic pieces with zip ties, I guess, stuck to it. Not sure what those are for. Unbranded, well, I guess it's branded. Zhyge, Z-H-G-E. Rear shock with what looks to be an external reservoir. But I've seen a lot of these where people actually cut that connecting member there, and it's all for show. It doesn't actually hold any air or serve any purpose other than looks. I'd also like to make comment of this very interesting design for a reflector. I'm sure it's so it comes off the absolute easiest. And honestly, we appreciate that to some extent. I guess it still serves its purpose for safety, but it also comes off for the hood rat activities. Display, front rotor, bag of tools, cranks maybe. A singular crank. Is there one on there already? So one crank arm is installed, but the other one is for you to install. I guess minimalizing the work, and again, we appreciate that. Handlebars. Oh, looks like everything's pre-installed on the handlebars. That's even better. Now that we've got all the parts out, let's get this thing onto a stand and out of this box. Now that we have the Happyrun G300 Pro on the stand, let's get the front wheel on and get the handlebars assembled. And the keys. All right, let's take a look at what they gave us tool-wise. We have our handlebar mounts, bolts, and I think that's for the crank arm. All right, nothing too crazy in here. No pivot-ended anything, but we did get this strange socket guy. Let's get these handlebars on. Those look pretty straight. Well, I will say that the light is very reminiscent of a GT73 stock headlight. That's one Diceland brake installed. That's two Diceland brakes installed. Got the display on, just need to get the power selector switch mounted. Then we just got a handful of wires to get hooked up. Looks like everything's labeled 2 to 2, 1 to 1. All right, we have everything hooked up. Power selectors, displays. I'm gonna tuck these wires real quick, and then we'll get this front wheel on and we'll see what we're working with. Got all the wiring tucked down in here pretty good. They give us a 180 mil rotor for the front. Don't forget to take this out. Gets me every time. All right, we got the wheel slid into place. Just need to slide the axle through and crank everything down. Rear shock is on and tight. Lastly is the crank arm, pedals, and we have the battery charging for the road test. All right, Happyrun gives you two keys here. One for the battery lid and one for the battery itself. An unlock and lock feature that actually turns the battery on. Ready to rock. All right, to power the bike on, we will hold power for 5 seconds. Startup display. Park. Either brake will get you out of park and into drive. 5 pedal assist modes, which also correspond to throttle only. So in pedal assist 5, you'll get max speed. We are out here on the Happyrun G300 Pro. Let's see what it does on the road. I angled the display. I've noticed in a couple past videos that you can't always see the display. Pardon the interstate noise. Put it on 2, see how it makes up the driveway. Right up the driveway. I do like the full color display. I like that it's large. I don't love the brakes. They do feel a little not amazing. So they're just cable driven mountain bike brake. Let's get off this one time. Here we go. Now what I do like is that the seat is very E-Ride Pro Sur-On-esque. All right. We're still in mode 3. It's pretty peppy. It's almost like they limit it really hard. I mean, 18's all that mode 3 will give. The half twist throttle is really, really laggy. Put our turn signal on. I do like how it lights up here down on the switch. We'll go ahead, we'll jump it into mode 5. For mode 5, we're claiming 50. I'm pretty sure we're on a full charge. I checked it before we left. Wow, I don't know what that's about. So we're in mode 5, we're barely going 28. All right, just a side note. If you have a G300 Pro and it is stuck at 28 miles an hour from the factory in mode 5, during the startup screen, you need to click the right brake lever 5 times and it will unlock the top speed of 50 miles an hour. So if you're stuck in it, we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what that does, but that's what unlocks the top speed. What I have learned is that I think the speedo is accurate on this thing. We were limited to 28 miles an hour in speed mode 5. I had to hit a quick YouTube video to understand why. Apparently there's a factory limiter on here that holds you to 28. And you gotta undo it so that we can go fast. Definitely get 40 on this. All right, back to the infamous testing road. Happyrun G300 Pro. Let's see what kind of top speed we can get. Full tilt. Not being aerodynamic at all, just seeing what it'll give me. It says 45 on the display, so there's probably about a 2-mile-an-hour discrepancy. See if we get any different result going back. I will be aerodynamic on this one. We'll get a full tuck here and see 26, 37, 43, 44, 6, 47. Uh-oh. It might be doable. I think 47's it. We started to come into a stop sign here. I think with 72 volt and 30 or 40 amp hour, I would just stay in power mode 5. The other 4 of them are good if you're in a city or trying to, you know, not alert the local PD. But if you're trying to get going, we're power mode 5. All right, full tuck. We got a little down slope here. see if we can actually hit the 50 with a little help from Mother Nature.
All right, I will say, I do like the suspension on this bike. Very soft, very plush. It's not my word, I stole that. Very plush though. Feels good over bumps. It is a short frame, I will say. It's a little snappy up at the front. It almost feels like it wants to dump you over or, you know, lock on you around turns and on some bumps, but nothing that you can't manage. I mean, it's a good ride. No complaints. 2,500 bucks. 47 miles an hour, good suspension. Grab some brake here. Swing a little wide, nobody saw that. But like suspension being soft, like it's soft. I mean, we're right up and over. It doesn't kind of jar you around like I feel like the GT73 does. It is a smooth ride. It is a smooth ride. Now I do want to point out that you get a 17 on the rear and a 19 in the front. Trying to go for that low weight rear tire. In a good way. You can definitely mob on this thing. Take a little trials run, you know what I'm saying? I do like that it's peppy off the line. I do like that you get a good jump of power off the line. I do appreciate the torquiness of a hub motor that I feel like you usually don't get. The 47 with that tuck really honestly surprised me. I didn't think we'd get a faster speed. Getting those other 2 mile an hour, 3 mile an hour was just kind of the icing on the cake for this ride. All right, everyone, that was the G300 Pro unboxing, assembly, and really a top speed run. That's kind of all I usually care about, but I'll do a range test in the future for everyone who's concerned or has questions or wants to really know how much they can get out of a full charge of this battery. Again, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below and I will respond to you. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and until next time.